Well, and Christine, we're looking at just one parking lot, but this gives you an idea. Look at the tons and tons of mud. Now, this all came out of the Boulder Creek, but it just kind of shows you the scope of the cleanup that they're going to have to do. They've had crews working constantly all morning long trying to clear this. They have city crews working. Some are on 6, some 8, some 12-hour shifts, trying to get this cleaned up, try to get back to normal. All of this came out of the Boulder Creek, and you can see it is still roiling, rushing down the Boulder Creek, and it's going to be sending all of this water to areas like where Marshall Zellinger is. But they're trying to get cleaned up, trying to stay ahead of this, but it is a huge concern to them. Luckily, I can hear Air Tracker 7 just overhead as they're working on this situation, trying to see where you can get students back to class. They haven't made the decision yet on whether they're going to reopen yet or not. They want to see how many people that they can get back into their homes or if any more evacuations are going to be needed. You saw the piles of mud that we were standing by. To give you an idea of how devastating this is, the entire bike path that goes under Broadway here, a lot of people would be familiar with that area, that is totally inundated with mud. It is impassable. Just one of the many things that they have to try to get under control here before they can decide if they bring those students back into the buildings. Plus, they have damage in so many of the buildings. They have to see if it's toxic damage, what sort of flood damage it is, how quickly it can be cleaned up, whether it's dangerous to allow people back into those buildings, and how much remediation they have to do to make sure that they don't have mold in that area. So it's all of these sorts of things that they have to survey, plus they're very, very concerned about the water rising. And again, warning people to stay out of the water, concerned that they don't know what sort of contaminants may be in it, how tainted it may be. They need to survey the situation just to determine before they can let people back into the city buildings and back into the student buildings. Reporting live in Boulder, I'm Mary Conway, 7 News.